Are all these city boys this good looking? They all have this different air to them, and they're all so handsome. They're so different from the unrefined farm boys I grew up around back home. Is there some way that I can find an excuse to talk to him? Oh, he's gotten his food from the vendor, but he's not moving out of the way. Maybe I can tell him that he needs to move so that I can order, and then we could possibly start a conversation. It's worth a try. Excuse me?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Oh no, he's actually looking at me and actually talking to me. Now what do I do? Now what do I say? If you've ordered your hot dog already, would you mind moving out of the way so I can order? Wow, you're so lame, Annie.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm so sorry, I'll move out of your way now.
Thank you very much. It looks like he's finished eating already. So why is he still standing behind me? Oh my gosh, could he be interested in me? No, of course not. Wake up from your fantasies, you stupid girl. Maybe he's here to try and steal my wallet or something. I heard that happens a lot up in the big city. I should be on my guard here. Let's not get carried away. He's probably just noticed that I'm a girl all alone and he thinks he can take advantage of that and rob me. I should probably hold my belongings closer to me.
Hey, you look pretty young. Are you a student by any chance?
Yes, I am a student. Maybe he's asking my age because he thinks I look vulnerable enough to be a target? Or maybe he's asking if I'm a student because if I am, that probably means I'm broke and not worth robbing. Huh. You're smart, Mr. Handsome Pickpocket.
Ah, I see. I'm a student too. I go to the college just over there, on the other side of that park. Is your college also nearby here? What are you studying? What year are you in? I'm a freshman year and I'm studying business. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it after I graduate though, but I'm sure there's going to be loads of opportunities for me when the time comes.
Oh, well, actually, I don't go to college. I'm actually working in a factory right now. But it is true that I'm a student. I'm working towards my high school diploma at night school. I'm just about to graduate.
Ah, I see. That's why you looked so young. Well, I guess it only makes you a year younger than me, though, I suppose. If you're in your final year of high school, you must be 18, right? It sounds like you're working very hard. I really like people with a hard-working spirit. It's really amazing that you're doing so much at such a young age.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, he's complimenting me. What should I do? Should I compliment him back?
It must have been fate that we met here today. Where do you live? Is it somewhere nearby? I also live in the area, and since the weather is nice today, it's the perfect day for a walk. Don't you agree? I'll take you home. What do you say? There are lots of thieves around these days, and I'd hate to see them take advantage of a girl out all on her lonesome like you.
Huh? Oh no, there really is no need to do that for me. If I go with him, is that like basically a date?
Well, it's just that I would like to talk with you more as we walk, if that's okay with you. How did someone as young as you end up working in a factory? Listening to your accent, it sounds like you're not from around here originally. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I came up here from the deep south. I thought I was doing a really good job of masking my accent. Is it really that obvious? Oh golly, that's so embarrassing. I must sound like a total country bumpkin to him. Oh, what city boy would want to talk to a girl who obviously grew up on a farm?
Yeah, it is pretty obvious, I'm afraid. But I like your accent. It's very melodious. Is it not difficult for you? Living away from home, I mean. You're really very impressive, you know? I can't believe that you have the time and the energy to both study and work at the same time.
Well, I think you're pretty impressive as well. Oh, darn it, I just threw the same compliment right back at him. He's hardly going to appreciate that, is he?
Really? Are you talking about me? That's the first time I've ever heard that. What is it about me that you think is impressive, huh? I'm very curious to know why you think that. Oh, I can't believe that I forgot to tell you my name. My name's Ian. Ian Banks. What's your name, may I ask?
It's Annie. Annie Cooper. Oh my goodness, I think I've met my future husband. Honey, do you really need to do this?
I know that it's dangerous, but I can't let go of an opportunity like this. We can't keep living like this forever, can we?
But I think that what we have right now is already more than enough. It's already amazing that you were able to start from nothing and build up your own business into what it is today. Let's not rush and get ahead of ourselves, shall we?
If it was still just the two of us, then I would say that what we have right now is enough. But now we have Jessie to provide for as well. Do you want Jessie to have the same upbringing as us? Do you want to be able to just scrape together enough to send her to college, or even not to be able to send her to college at all? I don't know about you, but I won't pass up on an opportunity for my daughter to have a better life. She deserves the world. If we want to make sure that she's fully provided for, then we need to do whatever it takes to grow the business.
But even so, the truth is, I'm scared. I'm worried that we would be being too greedy, and that this isn't our time.
This is our time. It's now or never. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know? I feel like it's better to grab onto this chance instead of letting it go and regretting it later, don't you agree? If we don't take a risk now, we don't know if we're ever going to be in this position ever again. I should take advantage of this fever that's sweeping everyone up at the moment and make something of myself as well. I want to make sure you can live a comfortable life, and I want Jessie to grow up having everything she ever wanted. It's all going to be okay. Nothing bad is going to happen. Don't worry, okay? Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you. How could I not? Who are you? You can't just go around barging into other people's houses like this.
Oh, you're acting like you don't know who I am, huh? Don't try and make me out to be the bad person here when we both know who the real bad person is in this situation. Now get out of my way already. Let me see what I could possibly take from this house.
Now look here, you! I have no idea what you're doing here, but I have every right to call the police on you right now. This is clearly breaking and entering.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. If I was robbing your house, I would wait until you were fast asleep instead of coming in broad daylight like this, wouldn't I? No thief would confidently stride into someone's house at this hour. I don't want to cause any kind of misunderstanding. I'm not a thug or anything like that.
Well, if that's not the case, then why are you doing this?
Are you asking because you really don't know? Your husband borrowed money, saying that he was expanding his business, but he hasn't even paid the principal loan money back, let alone the interest. And then he just disappeared.
What do you mean he just disappeared?
Do you seriously not know what I'm talking about? Or are you just feigning ignorance? To be honest, I can't even tell at this point. Now listen here, lady. Your husband is Ian Banks, right?
Yes, that's right. My husband's name is Ian Banks.
Well, your husband has run off with my money. He's taken all he could get and gone on the run. Now, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
That can't be true. He's not the kind of person who would do something like that.
Well, of course you wouldn't think that, would you? People who do things like that don't have "I'm a bad person" written across their foreheads now, do they? If they did, then we would all know to avoid them and I wouldn't have been scammed, would I? Well, anyway, since he's not going to be paying me the interest, it seems, I guess I'm just going to have to take whatever I can find from this house that could be worth selling. Now I'm going to need to take quite a lot in order to make up for what he owes me. I'm not going to stop until I get everything back. You can call it repossession if you like. Now, move out of my way so that I can take a look around.
Ah, I see you're here again. I'm sorry, but there's nothing left for you to take. You've already taken every single last thing we had.
Who said that I was here to take any more of your stuff? I just came to see if maybe your husband has come back without me realizing.
He hasn't. If he ever does, I'll let you know, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sure, thanks. By the way, do you know why it was that your husband went bankrupt?
No, I have no idea. He disappeared without so much as a word to me. I have no idea what's going on here.
Well, you see, after looking into the situation a little, I found out that your husband is not actually the one in the wrong.
Really? Of course that's the case. I knew that my husband couldn't possibly have done anything wrong. Then, what happened exactly?
Well, you know that he went into business with a Mr. Evans, right? Well, it turns out that Mr. Evans stole the money I invested and ran away with it.
Are you talking about Stephen Evans?
Yep, that's what I've heard after asking around. The thing is, I invested in your husband's business because I thought that he was a trustworthy man, and it really didn't seem like he was the kind of person to steal money and disappear without a trace like that. So I decided to look into the matter myself. Well, anyway, it turns out that your husband isn't the problem, and it was his business partner, Mr. Evans, who was the problem this whole time. I heard that they were either high school classmates or college classmates or something. I'm not quite sure about that.
That's right. They were high school classmates. He said that investing in Stephen's business was a great opportunity and he needed to take it. I did warn him that it probably wasn't the right time to be making a move like that, but he just wouldn't listen to me, no matter what. In the end, he managed to win me over by talking about our daughter's future.
Well, it was clearly a great opportunity to get scammed. Anyway, I just came here to tell you about this today. I didn't know the real situation, and I thought your husband was a bad guy this whole time. I also wanted to say sorry for taking all of your stuff and selling it. If I could return it to you all, I would in a heartbeat, but unfortunately, I have no idea where it's all ended up now. Let's just hope that this Mr. Evans character gets caught sooner rather than later.
So are you really going to start running your own diner as of today, Mom? Yeah, just working a regular job isn't enough to handle all the debtors coming after me. If I start my own business, I'll be able to earn even more money, which is always good. And besides, I've always loved cooking for people, and it's always good to be able to gain something from doing the things you love. And we'll be able to have tasty food every day, right? If you're going to be cooking for the diner, then that means more for me, doesn't it? Are you really that happy about that? Yes, of course. You're a culinary genius, Mom. I think everything you make tastes amazing. But before you would only make one thing every day because you were busy working and money was tight. I would really have loved to have had your cooking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know? Were you really that upset about that? I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I had no idea that's how you felt. Of course. You have no idea how upset I was. And now I can eat your tasty food every single day. Ah, I'm so excited. Well, if you're greedy like that, you won't be getting anything. If I catch you stealing food that's meant for the customers, I'm not going to let you get off lightly. Well, I have a pretty wide stomach, so I'm going to need everything I can get. I was rationing the food you were making me before in order to make it last, you know. Just you wait and see. I'll be finishing enough food for 2 people at every mealtime from now on. I'm your biggest fan, Chef Mom. Oh, really? If I knew you were that much of a hearty eater, I would have opened up a diner earlier. If I can make my daughter happy and keep a roof over our heads, then that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, really? In that case, maybe I should have said something to you earlier. But I was always worried about making things harder on you, and I didn't want you to be spending more money, so I didn't really feel like I could ask you to make me more food. I'm so sorry that you had to hold yourself back like that, sweetheart. It's okay for you to ask me for whatever you want, you know? I'll make you any dish you like. You can even decide the menu if you like. And the special of the day can be whatever food you feel like eating the most that day. How does that sound? That sounds great, Mom, but... Mom, when is Dad going to come back home? I'd love to be able to share your food with him like we used to. I'm not sure, darling. I'm sure Dad has his own plan in mind. So until Dad comes back, let's make sure we live our best lives possible, okay? And then when Dad does come, we can tell him with confidence that we've been doing just fine while he was away. Okay? Okay, Mom. I'll try my best. But you said that you were busy these days, didn't you? How did you manage to find the time? I went out of the way to make time. No matter how busy I am, it's important for me to make time to have dinner with you, Mom. You really are the sweetest daughter. Here, I made your favorite barbecue ribs today. Eat to your heart's content. There really is nothing better than the taste of a nice homemade meal. I was getting so sick of having to buy food all the time. This is so tasty, Mom. I've made plenty, so have as much as you like. Something's up, isn't it? I can tell you've come here to tell me something in specific. Well, yes, you're right about that. What is it? Have you been having a hard time recently? Mom, just because I want to tell you something, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm not having a hard time. I actually wanted to tell you some good news. Oh, really? I wonder what it could be that's made my daughter so happy. I know that look on your face, and it reminds me of how I felt when I met your dad for the first time all those years ago. By any chance, have you met someone? Right on the money! I've met someone I'd like to spend the rest of my life with. Oh my, so you're not just starting out dating this person then? You've already decided that you'd like to spend the rest of your life with them? How come you didn't introduce them to me before? Yes, that's right, Mom. I want to marry him. I wanted to make sure I was completely sure that he was the one before introducing him to you. But you haven't even turned 28 yet. What's the big rush? These days, there's not the same pressure to get married and have kids before 30 that there was before. I want to build a stable family of my own. I was never able to say this to you, Mom, but do you know how upsetting it was to me every time the debtors came to our house? I really don't want to live in that kind of atmosphere anymore. I want to create a new, safe and stable family environment. Oh, I see. So that's how you've been feeling. Mom, I promise that you're going to love him as soon as you meet him. He's good-natured and overall just a really lovely person. But have you told him about our family's situation? Yes, of course I did. I couldn't be discussing marriage with someone who didn't know the truth about my background at the end of the day. Well, yes, but did you tell him everything? Well, to be honest, I didn't include every single detail. I just told him about the fact that Dad disappeared. I didn't feel like there was much point talking about the whole thing with the debtors because they don't come anymore, and they're not going to cause any more disruption to our lives. Still, it's not good to keep secrets, especially from people you love. It's going to come out eventually, so why don't you just tell him the truth about everything sooner rather than later? But it's not like we haven't been paying off the debt. And I feel like I've been as honest as I needed to be about our situation. About the fact that Dad disappeared when I was little. And what did your boyfriend's family have to say about that? Nothing really. Darren, that's my boyfriend by the way, says that he handled it and they're fine with the whole thing. So don't worry too much about it, Mom.
Hey Annie, it's so nice to finally meet you. My name is Darren, and I've come here today to ask for your blessing to marry your daughter.
Yes, I've heard all about you from Jesse. Come on in and take a seat. Let's just forget about the small talk and cut to the chase, though. I need to know whether you really still want to go ahead with this marriage, knowing our family's situation.
I understand why you're worried, but you really don't need to be. I've already told my parents everything, and they don't have a problem with it at all.
Even so, I know that for a lot of parents, family background is very important when finding a partner for their children.
There really is no need to worry. I am head over heels in love with your daughter, and nothing is going to get in the way of that. I love the way that she can always stay so positive, no matter what, and I'm sure that my parents are going to love that about her as well.
I just need to say this to you, and I'm not sure how you're going to take it, but Jessie has lived a life full of ups and downs. I tried my best to stop her from being exposed to the worst of it, but there was only so much I could do. What I'm really worried about more than anything is whether you're going to be able to protect her. You seem to have lived quite a comfortable life, you see, and I'm worried that you might find it hard to understand what she had to go through.
I see. So that's what you were most worried about. I don't think that you're going to have to fret too much about that, though. It's true that I have lived a comfortable life, thanks to my parents. However, something happened that taught me to never take things that you have for granted. After that incident, the entire way I viewed the world suddenly changed.
And what exactly happened to have such a profound effect on you, may I ask?
Well, a few years ago, my family were on a trip in the countryside. My dad had been really busy with work, and it was the first time my whole family were able to spend quality time with each other for a really long time. We wanted to be amongst nature for our family trip, so we could really focus on enjoying our time together, so we went to a cabin out in the woods. We all had a few drinks, and then I went off to sleep, feeling happy and relaxed, but I suddenly woke up, not being able to breathe, and the whole room was filled with thick, black smoke. I ran screaming out of the house, and thankfully my mom heard and came out with me, but the problem was my dad. The smoke was getting so thick that we couldn't even see inside the cabin anymore, and as the flames started to engulf everything, I just couldn't bring myself to go in. But at that moment, somebody ran over at the speed of light and went inside the cabin, despite the fact that the whole thing was on fire.
Oh, I see. That is such an awful thing to have to experience. So I'm guessing your dad made it out alive in the end, then?
Yes, he did. He had fallen into a really deep sleep because of the effects of the alcohol, but thanks to that kind stranger who risked his life, my dad was saved.
I can understand how experiencing something like that would have such a profound effect on you.
Yes, faced with the reality of losing someone really precious to me just like that, really made me realize I need to cherish those close to me while I can. So when I say I'm going to do my best to take care of your daughter, I really do mean it.
Mom, you're all ready to go now, right? Oh, wow, Mom, you look so pretty. You hadn't worn that dress in a few years, so I was a little worried, but it looks lovely. You think so? It isn't really obvious that it hasn't been taken out of the wardrobe in 20 years, is it? No, not at all, Mom. Well, that's a relief then. I was worried that I would make a fool out of myself, showing up in front of Darren's parents looking like this. But if I get your seal of approval, then I'm sure everything is fine. Oh, sorry, Mom. Wait a second. Darren is calling me. I'll just answer him and then we can get going. He's probably just calling to ask if we've set off yet. Hey, Darren. We're still at home right now. We're just about to leave. Oh? Oh, wait a second. They're going to be seeing each other soon, so I don't know what they need to talk about for so long on the phone. Honestly, the honeymoon phase really is lovely, huh? Meanwhile, here I am after basically 30 years of marriage and I haven't seen my husband in years. I don't even know where he is or what he's doing. Are you all done with your call now, sweetheart? We should get going now. Otherwise, we'll be late. Mom, I'm so sorry, but it looks like we're not going to be having the meal with Darren's parents tonight. What are you talking about? Darren said that his parents weren't going to cause any problems. Did he seriously just tell you that the dinner is off? He told us that his parents knew everything about our situation and that they didn't have a problem with us at all. Was he lying to us the whole time? How can he suddenly just cry off like that? Well, the thing is, I thought that Darren had told his parents everything, but it turns out he had only talked to his mom. He didn't tell his dad until today, and apparently he wasn't too happy about it. What did he say then? Did he say that he was going to oppose the marriage? Yes, Mom. I'm so sorry. He said he couldn't let his son marry someone with a father whose whereabouts are unknown to everybody. Apparently he got really angry and was yelling at everything. Go and put your coat on. What? Why? Where are we going? Where else will we be going? We're going to Darren's house. If they don't want to have the dinner and talk about this, then we're just going to have to go to them, aren't we? If they were just about to leave and then decided not to, then that means they're surely at home right now, right? So put on your coat and let's go and get in the car. But, Mom, even if we go, what are you planning on doing? Come on, Mom, let's just not go. Stop that and just put your coat on. I really didn't want to have to do this, but if they're going to insist on viewing our family this way, then I guess they've left me with no choice, really.
Oh, hi. We weren't expecting to see you here.
Yes, I didn't think you would have been. Are your parents at home? Oh, hello there. I thought my son had told you everything over the phone already. It makes things a little awkward if you come directly to our house like this.
Well, I suppose that since you've come all this way, you might as well take a seat and we can talk about things properly. I understand that you must have come here because you're upset by our decision. However, as a parent, you must understand that we just want the best for our son.
To be honest, I was fine with the whole thing. But my husband is quite stubborn and traditionally minded. And for him, we need to look at our son's future wife's family background before deciding whether or not to give our blessing for the marriage.
My wife decided on her own that it wasn't a problem for her because she liked Jessie as a person so much. Of course, I also agree that Jessie is a lovely girl, but when it comes to marriage, being a lovely person isn't everything. We can't ignore the environment in which she grew up in, and not to mention the fact that we don't know where her father is or what he's doing. I hope that nothing would ever happen, but just in case something does, I don't want my family to be put in a dangerous position. It is, at the end of the day, a parent's #1 duty to help pave the way for their child's future, and I don't believe that consenting to this marriage would be the best thing for my son.
I understand that you must be upset about this, but please think about it from our point of view as well. If your husband suddenly appears again out of the blue, I'm sure it would be happy news. But since we don't know where he is and what he's doing, there's also a possibility that his sudden appearance would not be too much of a good thing. The truth is, we are quite worried.
Since you're already here, the least we can do is offer you a cup of tea before you go. I do understand that it was rather rude of us to say what we said over the phone instead of in person. I suppose it was quite cowardly of us to try and end the whole thing with just a phone call. But I do think that it's better for us to have this discussion face to face. Again, I understand that you must be angry and disappointed, but I do think that as a parent, you can find it within yourself to understand where we're coming from.
Well, I think that people's lives are full of ups and downs, and sometimes good things happen, and sometimes bad things happen. I heard that you also went through something fairly shocking recently.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
I heard all about how you went on a trip to the countryside a few years ago and stayed in a cabin in the woods, and then got caught in a fire.
Ah, yes, Dad, I told her about that. Yes, that's right, that did happen. I'm sure you've heard all the details about that if Darren has already told you the story. But why would you bring that up all of a sudden, may I ask?
At that time, because you had passed out while throwing up in the toilet after drinking, you didn't wake up when the smoke started rising or when Darren started screaming. And if it wasn't for a kind stranger braving the flames to save you, you would have burned to death that night. Isn't that right?
That's right. My dad is a little weak with his alcohol, so he had gone to the bathroom in the night. The man went through all of the rooms in the house looking for him until he finally found him. But I didn't tell you about it in that much detail, did I? Well, it was featured on the news right after it happened, so I suppose she must have seen it then. But again, may I ask why you're bringing this up now?
Do you remember the name of the kind stranger who saved your life by any chance?
Well, yes, of course I do. How could I possibly forget the name of the person I'm so indebted to? His name was Ian Banks. No matter how many years I've gone by, I still remember. I asked for his number so that I could thank him properly, but all he gave me was his business card with his name on it.
Ian Banks? So, are you saying that the person who saved Gary's life was... Dad?
What are you talking about? What do you mean it was your dad?
When Darren was talking about the incident in the forest, I thought that maybe there was a chance, and after hearing more about it, I realized I was right. Yes, Gary. The person who saved your life that day was none other than my husband, who disappeared.
Oh my goodness. How could something like this happen?
I couldn't believe it at first either. It just seemed too crazy of a coincidence to be true. I actually just happened to see the coverage when it was featured on the news, and I saw as clear as day that it was my husband who had saved your life. You have no idea how shocked I was. I was relieved to know that he was alive, and happy to know that he had been able to help someone. It was like a weight had been lifted off my chest.
I can't believe that I was so ignorant as to deny your daughter's right to marry my son because nobody knows where her father is. And then he ended up being the very person who saved my life? I am so sorry.
I suppose our two families must be intrinsically linked by fate. I am so sorry about this whole thing as well. We had no idea that our son's fiancé was the daughter of my husband's savior.
I'm sorry too, Annie. I promised you that I would protect Jessie no matter what, and I failed to do so. This is all my fault. If I just hadn't been so hard-headed about this, even though Jessie's father may not be present right now, if he's somebody who was willing to risk his own life to save that of a complete stranger, then there is no way that he could be a bad person. Now I understand why Jessie has grown up to be such a fine young lady, despite the circumstances. I'm so sorry for being so prejudiced and not just judging Jessie for the wonderful person she is. I don't know if you can ever forgive us for the way that we've acted, but would you perhaps be on board with the idea of calling the wedding back on?
We will have to go and have a think about it. We will be leaving for now, and we will get in touch with you soon. I didn't necessarily come here to make you change your mind about giving your blessing for Jessie and Darren's marriage. Since you said you were concerned about the fact that Jessie's father's whereabouts are unknown, I just wanted to make sure you knew that we're not a family who you need to worry about associating yourselves with.
I completely understand. Of course you would want us to know that. Once again, I apologize for my skewed judgment. Please forgive us for how we acted today and reconsider having the wedding go ahead. Our Darren only has eyes for Jessie, you see. He had nothing to do with the fuss I kicked up today. The whole thing is entirely my fault. Please think about our children and their future happiness, and let's move forward positively from this.
Mom, is that really true? How did you know all of that? And why didn't you tell me about it before? If I had known about it, I could have confidently told them who my dad really was before they had a chance to object to the marriage. I didn't want to do that because I wanted them to judge you for who you are as a person and not who your family are. I was hoping that they would be the kind of people who would put all of those other things aside and just think about how lovely you are and what a good wife you would make for Darren. Mom, you're making me tear up. And didn't you hear them say? They all agree that you're a beautiful, kind, sweet young lady. But even so, They were willing to take away your chances of being happy with the person you love just because nobody knows where your dad is or what he's doing right now. Now that they know that your dad is in fact the person who saved Gary's life, they completely changed their attitude and were practically on their knees begging us to forgive them for the misunderstanding. I know that they are genuinely sorry, but I just can't stop thinking about how quick they were to judge us based on something that they actually have very little understanding about. It just makes me upset that they would pick their prejudices over the fact that you're such an amazing person. I don't think there's any need to overcomplicate things by thinking about things like that, Mom. I'm just happy that we were able to show them that my dad is someone worth being proud of. And I also know that Darren's feelings towards me haven't changed, and it was just his parents making things difficult. Just like Darren can't live without me, I know for sure that I can't live without him.
Is he really the only one for you?
Yes, Mom. He really is the only one for me. I haven't been able to sleep properly at night for years because I've been so on edge about the whole dad thing. But ever since I met Darren, I've been smiling more. And when I call him at night and I get to hear his voice as I fall asleep, I can finally get a good night's rest. He makes me feel safe and comfortable, and he also makes me laugh. He's basically everything I ever wanted in a partner and more.
I understand how you feel. In that case, I'll think about the whole situation a little more.
Hello? Hello? Why would you call and not say a single word when I pick up? Honey? Honey, it is you, right? Considering that the debtors don't come to our house anymore, I figured that everything was sorted out for good. So why don't you just come home already?
Honey,
Hurry up and come back home. You remember saving someone's life at a log cabin in the woods out in the country a few years back, don't you?
How did you even know about that?
They covered the story on the news when it happened, and I saw you there in the background. I was just so happy to know that you were alive and well, and that nothing bad had happened to you. It must be fate or something, because our Jesse is getting married to the son of the very man you saved that night in the woods. Are you really planning on spending the rest of your life suffering all by yourself? Just stop this now and come back home where you're supposed to be.
If that all really is true, then it's definitely time I come back home. They finally found Steven, the guy who ran off with the money and caused this whole mess, so everything should finally be drawing to a close soon. I'm so sorry I've made you suffer for such a long time.
I wasn't suffering at all. I know that you were just staying away to make sure that Jesse and I didn't get caught up in things. I know that you must have been going through a much harder time than we could have imagined. Your warm and cozy home is waiting for you. So come back as soon as you can. Let's get through this together, as a family. We had to reschedule the formal dinner where Jesse and Darren were set to introduce our families officially. It was a meaningful gathering, one that took on a whole new significance now that my husband, Ian, was able to join us after so many years apart. Seeing him take his place beside me, finally back with his family, brought a joy I can hardly describe. And then to witness him and Gary, two men forever connected by that night in the woods, sharing a moment together. It felt like everything had come full circle. It felt as if fate had woven their paths together for this very reason, uniting us not just through marriage, but through bonds of gratitude, bravery, and resilience. As time passed, we all found a way to move forward with our lives. Jesse and Darren's wedding was beautiful, without a single hitch or worry in sight, just pure love and celebration. When her father walked her down the aisle, I couldn't hold back my tears. Watching them, arm in arm, reminded me of everything our family had endured to reach this point. Ian's absence had left a deep void, but now, seeing him share in this moment, it felt like that wound was finally starting to heal. I truly believe that the universe works in mysterious ways. The struggles, the heartbreak, the unexpected friendships, they all led us to this moment, bringing two families together in a way I never could have imagined.
Our new, bigger family is now filled with love and happiness, and it's a joy to see how well we all connect, supporting each other in ways that make me grateful every day. Looking ahead, all I wish for is that these relationships continue to grow, that this newfound happiness can become a steady foundation for our families. And as I think about Jesse and Darren possibly bringing a child into this world, I can't help but feel a rush of excitement. Imagining the laughter of a new generation, of more shared family memories, fills me with hope. This family dynamic we've been gifted, forged through hardship and love, is something truly special. I feel so blessed, and I hope we can all treasure these moments and grow closer in the years to come. This is the end of the story. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time! Hey, Dad. Long time no speak. How are you?
Emily, kiddo. I'm good. Same old, same old. And if you want to know, we installed a new machine at the factory just last month, actually.
Oh, nice. What kind of machine is it?
It's this super awesome laser dicing machine, and I've been trying to learn how to operate that giant. It's gonna reap huge benefits in the long run, kid. I'm telling you. I know it.
Oh, that's awesome, Dad. What exactly does it do? Not that I would know, but, you know.
Well, you know those wafers I told you about before?
Yeah, for the semiconductors or something.
That's the one, kiddo. Good job. So, put it simply, this big boy cuts those wafers into individual semiconductor chips with blades. That's the simplest way I can explain it. You get it?
Yeah, kinda.
And what's so special about this big boy is the lasers.
Oh, it uses lasers?
Exactly. Awesome, right? It uses lasers instead of blades to cut them at high speed. And I'm telling you, high speed is an understatement.
Wow. That sounds so cool, Dad.
Yeah, anyway, enough about me, kiddo. How about you? How have you been doing? And young lady, you need to call your old man more often. Or better yet, come and visit him. 'Cause your old man, he sure misses you.
I miss you too, Dad.
So, what's up, princess?
Well, I wanted to see how things were going with you over there.
So, you're really missing me, huh? Or is it beautiful Louisiana that you're missing,
Well, I miss both.
It's been more than 2 years since you left home, huh?
Yeah, 2 years and 3 months now, actually.
A year and a half since my daughter left me all alone here. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope things are working out for you over there with Kyle. How's the married life? I always thought you'd settle down quick as a wife. And let me tell you, I never liked him at the beginning, but he's growing on me slowly.
Oh, he is?
I mean, no news is good news, as they say, right? And I haven't heard from you in a long time, kiddo. So I'm just assuming that you're doing fine over there. Am I right, or what? And he's a lucky guy to have a kind-hearted soul like you as his wife.
That's nice to hear, Dad.
So, are you gonna give me the rundown or what? Is Kyle treating you like the princess that you are?
Well, Dad, if I'm going to be honest with you, I actually need to talk to you about something.
No? What is it? Is it Kyle? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
So, this is a bit of a difficult and uneasy thing for me to talk about, okay?
Sure, anything, kiddo. I'm your dad. I can handle it.
Dad, OMG, wait, sorry. Kyle just came home.
Huh? What's going on? So what?
Listen, I can't talk to you tonight. I'll text you again later, okay? Maybe tomorrow. Sorry about this, Dad.
Huh? Why can't you text even when Kyle's at home with you? Is this about him, Emily? What's he done to you?
Well, yes, but I just can't text you while he's here. I promise I'll text you tomorrow or something, okay?
Emily, no, you tell me what is going on here. If he's mistreating my daughter, I am not having it. You know that, right? Emily, you answer me right now. Is there something for me to be concerned about?
Oh, no, Dad. It's not like that. I can explain next time, okay? Sorry, gotta go.
Kid, I'm not buying it. I'm your dad. I know something's up.
Tomorrow, Dad.
All right, kiddo. But I'm here if you need me, okay? Got it? Emily? Ah, damn. Well, sleep tight, kiddo. Who are you texting today?
Hey, Kyle. Sorry, what is this?
I said, who the F were you texting when I came home?
What do you mean? I texted you, didn't I? About the gas bills and that.
And who else did you text?
Who else? No one, Kyle. Why are you asking me this in that angry tone?
Lies.
I'm not lying. What are you talking about?
You texted your dad, didn't you?
What? Oh, no. I mean, yes, but it's not like I spoke to him on the phone or anything.
So you did text him?
Yeah, just a quick hi and bye. Nothing else. How come?
You can't fool me, you idiot. I saw your phone, so don't lie to me.
I'm not lying, though.
I came home earlier than you expected tonight. So you ended the conversation with him, didn't you? If I didn't come home like that, what would you have done, huh?
How did you get into my phone? Why did you do that again? I thought we talked about this, and I thought you told me it wouldn't happen again.
Answer my question. What would you have said to him if I didn't come home right then tonight?
I don't know. I forgot what I wanted to tell him. It was probably nothing important. But Kyle, I thought you said you wouldn't go through my phone again without me knowing.
Well, whose fault was that?
Are you saying it was my fault? But how?
You were doing something sneaky and shady. I can't have my wife keeping secrets from me now, can I? There should be no secrets between a faithful wife and her husband, right?
Right, but I wasn't trying to hide anything anyway, Kyle.
Now just shut up, woman.
So, do you know my passcode now?
You bet I do. Of course I do. You have the dumbest passcode there ever is. It's child's play. It doesn't take a genius to guess it. And don't you dare try to change it again. Because if you do, you know I can still hack into it.
I can't believe you broke your promise and looked through my phone again. You really said you'd stop.
Don't make me repeat myself, you old hag. I told you why, so shove it. More importantly, why the heck were you texting him? What did you want with him? Because listen to me, you pathetic lame slag of a wife. The last time I spoke to you, I told you to not talk to that old coffin dodger. So why the heck were you texting him, huh?
But Kyle, he's the only family I've got. You know how my mom passed away when I was young. He raised me as a single dad all by himself. I can't just cut him out of my life, can I? He's my dad.
I don't give a damn who he is. He can be Martin Luther King for all I care. I do not give a damn, alright? Or what? You want to see his factory go down? His tiny, shabby business that he calls a factory? You know what I can do to that piece of crap, right?
No, please don't. That's his lifeline. He loves his job and you can't take it away from him. Please, Kyle.
Then do as I say. You're my little witch now. Do what I tell you to do, or you're gonna have to face the consequences.
Please. Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, just shut the hell up. So, do we agree here or what?
Yes.
Good girl. That's my girl.
Dad, please help me. You've got to help me, Dad. Are you there? Are you awake? Please, Dad.
What in God's name is going on, Emily?
They kicked me out and it's freezing out here. The storm. It's a big one, Dad. I can't stay out here. Please.
Kyle? You mean Kyle? Did he kick you out of the house? In the middle of this friggin' storm?
Yes, Dad. I don't know what to do or where to go.
Oh my God, Emily, this is not good. Let me call him.
No, Dad, no. Anything but that. He told me to cut you out of my life a week ago.
What the heck?
And I refused. Well, at first I did, but in the end I had to agree.
Agree to cut me out of your life?
Yeah, but I don't think he believed me. So he said that until I can swear on my life that I'd never talk to you again, I needed to stay out here.
What the heck? This is not happening. You're my daughter. He ain't treating you like this.
I don't think he meant to throw me out like this, though. He just threw my phone outside the window. And I just went to pick it up and then locked the door behind me.
What kind of bogus is that? I am not letting this happen to you. You're coming home.
I don't have any shoes, though, Dad.
What? You're in the snow with no shoes? Right, that's it.
What should I do?
Right, I'm coming over there to pick you up. I'll show him my fist.
No, Dad, please, no violence. You know what he can do to your factory, Dad. You know what he can do. Okay? Don't beat him up or anything. Just be the bigger person and don't stoop to his level, okay? I can take care of myself. I think.
Emily, fine. Okay, let's do this the right way. I'm telling you, I want to beat the living daylights out of him right now.
I know you do, Dad. I know. But it won't do any of us any good, okay?
Okay, well listen, I'm still gonna pick you up. You can get in my car and I'll drive you home.
Dad, but this storm. Can you even drive out here in this crazy storm?
Of course I can, just stay there.
Or, no, Dad, maybe I should meet you at Walmart. You know, the one I always go to. I can stay inside there to stay safe. I can get there in like 15 minutes.
Okay, you go over there and get yourself some shoes while you're at it. Man, I want to poke the friggin' eyeballs out of that guy. He'd better watch out. He's not doing this to my princess.
Dad, please hurry.
Okay, Emily, I'm coming, honey. You stay put and I'll come and get you, okay?
Okay, Dad. I'll be inside Walmart on 16th Street, St. Cloud. That's the one I'll be at.
Got it, kiddo. I'm coming, honey.
Okay, Dad. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry about this.
You have got nothing to be sorry for, kid. Kyle's gonna be the one who's gonna be real sorry.
Okay. See you later, Dad.
Hang tight, princess. Kyle! Kyle, why you... Kyle, hi.
Oh, hey, Stu. What's up? Are you okay? The storm's pretty bad out there today, huh?
So you do think it's bad, huh?
Yeah, sure. I mean, look at the damn thing. It's crazy out there.
Then why the heck did you kick my daughter outside, huh? You trying to kill her or what? You son of a... You're a deadbeat piece of scum.
Oh, whoa. Oh, what is this about?
Alright, listen up, Kyle. I'm gonna do my best to stay calm about this, alright? Cool as a cucumber. And unless you want me to come over there and pin your stinking behind down, you'd better make this easy for me too. And you'd better not trigger me. You hear me? Do you hear me?
Sure?
Now let's do this the civil way. Where is my daughter, Emily? Let me ask you that first.
She's in the kitchen cooking something up. I need to have breakfast.
Then why can't I get in touch with her?
Oh, she dropped her phone when she was taking her bath. I was meant to tell you, actually, so good thing you texted me.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I was gonna take her to the phone store to get it fixed once the storm calms down.
Lies. All lies. That's all bogus, and you friggin' know it. So don't deny it. She's with me, you idiot.
Huh?
Emily is with me. And she ain't going back to that hellhole that you put her in. I am not letting her leave my sight. And Kyle, you're gonna get a divorce.
What? Well, hang on, Stu. Like you said, let's be calm and cool about this, okay? Is this about the argument that Emily and I had earlier?
What argument?
'Cause we talked about it and we're okay now. I told her that the house needed to be more clean and sure, I may have been a bit harsh on her. But like I said, we talked about it and things are all okay between us. There is nothing for you to worry about.
Well, I ain't talking about that.
Oh? Well, what are you talking about? And how did she manage to be with you? Oh, she didn't walk, did she?
Why? 'Cause you forgot to give her shoes when you kicked her out of the house, huh?
Well, she's the one who stormed off. Get it? Stormed off? And there's a storm outside?
Don't test me. Fry in hell. That is my daughter you're making a joke out of.
Okay, my bad. A bad joke.
I picked her up.
You did? Oh, wow, in this storm? Wow, trooper you are. Get it? Storm trooper? Storm?
Shut the hell up and shove it up your behind, Kyle. You stinking piece of butthole. My daughter is not gonna be treated this way. I ain't having it. You hear me? And you'd better tell me why you told her to cut me off. You'd better tell me right now.
Oh, that. Wow, she tells you everything, huh? Well, that's a simple question. Look, Stu, I work in a multinational enterprise here, right? You know that. And now look at you. You just own this run-down, shabby factory of yours up in Louisiana. Now, we may have a contract with you since your semiconductor parts are cheap and it works well for us. But without the contract you have with us, your little factory won't be able to stand on its own 2 feet. You understand me here, Stu?
Uh-huh.
And listen, because this is important. I'm gonna take over my dad's company. Meaning, I'm gonna be the next CEO in line. And do you know what kind of authority and power that gives me, right? I can easily get rid of your factory, and you won't be able to survive a penny with that. I married your daughter because she'd be indebted to me, and she'll do what I say. You still want me to put food on the table for her? Because then you'd better be a good old man and listen to what I say too, Stu.
You what? What the heck did you just say to me?
I own you, Stu. I own you.
You little prick.
And besides, all I'm trying to do is make her a better woman. She needs to forget her poor upbringing. It's embarrassing. She has a chance to change the way she is. She's with a guy like me, for crying out loud. Look, she dresses nice. She eats good. She has a good life with me. You want to ruin that by showing up as the lame father that you are?
You can fry in hell, Kyle.
See, look at your temper, Stu. You said you were going to be as cool as a cucumber. Oh, look at you. You can't even stick to your own words, let alone deal with issues in a mature way. This is why someone like me can become a CEO, and someone like you will always just work at a factory. You see this? It's called power.
I should have never let my precious daughter get married to you. You'd better sleep with one eye open tonight, Kyle. I am gonna teach you a lesson, and you are gonna learn not to mess with me.
Not to mess with who? We're talking about you here, are we? A mere factory owner who has no influence or power? You've got to be kidding, right? You're my witch, and you will always be my witch as long as I have your daughter.
Shut the hell up and shove it, Kyle. Just watch your back. You're done.
Sure, Stu. Sure. Stu! Dude, I need to talk to you, old man.
Kyle, how can I help?
I know you spoke to my dad.
Right, yes, I did.
Listen, I know you're trying to take me down so that I can't be the next CEO. Can you talk to him again and tell him that there's no issue between us?
I don't like lying, Kyle. Quite frankly, I don't like you either. But I guess you already knew that.
Yes, but you can't do this to me. I've got to be the next CEO.
Well, you should have thought about that before you tried to mess with me and abused my daughter.
I didn't mean to. That wasn't abuse, Stu. Oh, come on. This is a huge misunderstanding here.
No, you listen to me, Kyle. The parts that we manufacture at our tiny, shabby factory that you so kindly put it for me before. We manufacture specific parts that are unique and rarely made in the manufacturing industry. We're one of the very few factories specializing in what we do. It ain't simple nuts and bolts that we make here.
Right, I know. I mean, I didn't know that before, but I do now. I understand.
Understand what exactly?
I understand the value that you have for our business.
So then when your father and I caught up, I told him that I wasn't happy with you. What you did to my daughter, how you've been treating her. And it seems like he felt responsible for that too.
I understand.
It might look like your company owns our factory, but in essence, you need our parts. You need us too. Meaning, you need my factory. Isn't that right?
Sure, but let's not bring personal matters and feelings into this, right? Let's not mix the two together. That's a bit unprofessional, isn't it?
Well, your father and I have a good friendship even outside of the business. And I believe you threatened to crush my factory unless my daughter agreed to cut ties with me. So I think you made it personal to begin with. And also, our businesses are based on trust. We can't continue our businesses if you do something like that to break our trust, right?
Sure, but
I certainly can't trust a man like you to run a multinational company. I can't entrust my money in you. So you've got to learn a few things until you think you've earned that role as a CEO. Your father agreed and was understanding about that too. Are you following me here?
yeah, but I mean, look, I need to be the CEO, man. I have been waiting for this forever.
Well, you can't have everything you want in life, can you?
All right, old man. Listen, how about if I convince Emily? If I convince Emily that I can be nice to her and all, you'd be okay with all of this, right? And you'll retract that deal with my dad and make him let me be the CEO, right?
I don't think it works like that here, Kyle.
Okay, look, I know what to do here. Leave it up to me. Just 1 second, please. I'll text you later. Hey, Emily. Tell your idiot prick dad that we're all good. Tell him that there's nothing going on between us. We're a happily married couple. Oh, go on. And then I can still be the CEO and you can be the wife of the richest man in Florida.
What? Are you being serious? Are you that stupid? Do you even know what you did to get yourself into this entire mess?
What the heck? Are you talking back to me now? I don't like that voice you're using, Emily.
See? Are you listening to how threatening you are? Do you even know why I signed those divorce papers? I'm sick of you. I'm done with you. I've been reflecting back on my relationship with you, and I guess I need to make some changes too. I've realized so many things, and regretting getting married to you is the main thing I need to fix.
So does that mean you're gonna change? You feel bad for everything, right? You feel bad for being a crappy wife and all? Just tell him how guilty you feel, okay? Just say whatever you need to convince him that I was right and everyone else was wrong. Got it?
No. And besides, another thing I realized was how amazing my dad is, and the amazing business he runs.
What the heck? You know that's not true. And my dad's not gonna buy it if you tell him that. You've got to tell both your dad and mine that I'm a great guy.
Well, that'll be lying, so no.
You've got to tell them how sorry you are too, you know? You've got to tell my dad that you were the one who convinced Stu to make him think that I was a bad man. Otherwise, I can't be the next CEO like this. You want that for me, right?
I told you I want a divorce. So what makes you think that? You're not listening to me.
No. You want me to be the CEO. That's what you want, okay?
I also know about your cheating, too. Don't think I didn't know about that.
What? Oh, shoot. No. Oh, come on. You don't know what you're talking about here.
I think I do. And I want to make it clear here again. Just in case you didn't get it the other 2 times when I mentioned it. I want a divorce. Okay? A divorce from you! So sign the papers and send them off!
No, wait, Emily? Hi, Stu.
I can't talk right now, Kyle. Mind texting me what this is about? Unless you want my guys to go down there to talk to you. I have, say, 5 of my guys who can come and talk to you right now, actually. Mind you, they're some of our strongest men out here. Not to sound like I'm a sergeant in the military or anything. But we need strong men at the factory too, right? And besides, most of them love working out in their free time to get ripped. Don't worry, they have brains too. So, do you want to talk to them instead?
No. It's okay. Thanks. Bye. Have a nice day.
You never look good by trying to make someone look bad. That's the lesson I would have wanted Kyle to learn, and I hope I did teach him that. Now, I'm not saying I practice what I preach here. I've definitely made some of my own mistakes in the past by trying to one-up other people. But I've lived a few more years ahead of Kyle, and so I'd like to think that I can teach him a thing or two. As for Emily, she's still waiting to get her divorce finalized, and I told her this. A real man should treat his woman the way he would expect another man to treat his daughter. And having me as a father, I'm sure she would have never let her expectations stoop as low as it did with her soon-to-be ex-husband Kyle. I hope that this will teach her a lesson in that sense too. And as for me, I've also learned a lesson. Control your anger, because that's one letter away from danger. As corny or cliche as it may sound, I need to work on my temper. I'm no perfect guy, and as much as I get heated when it comes to my daughter, I know I need to pipe down sometimes. So it looks like we all have a lesson to be learned here. And that's the end of my story.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.